Kevin Durant just did the unthinkable. After nearly 2 decades of chasing LeBron James on the court, KD has finally passed him off the court, becoming the highest paid NBA player of all time. Yeah, you heard that right. The Slim Reaper just dethroned the Ting. With a brand new 2-year, $90 million deal from the Houston Rockets, Durant's total career earnings have officially hit a staggering $598.2 million, pushing LeBron into second place for the first time in over a decade. But here's the crazy part. KD didn't even take the max deal he was offered. He actually left money on the table and still broke the all-time record. So today, we're breaking down the 10 highest paid NBA players ever, how they earned it, what it means for the league, and why KD's rise to number 1 could change everything. Let's get into it. When news broke on October 19 that Kevin Durant signed a 2-year, $90 million extension with Houston, the internet went wild. Not because of the deal itself, but because it quietly pushed him past LeBron James on the all-time money list. Think about that. Durant, who's been traded multiple times, injured for full seasons, and constantly questioned about loyalty, just became the richest player in NBA history. That new contract brings his career earnings to $598.2 million. And the craziest part? He could have signed for up to $120 million. KD reportedly took less so the Rockets could build around their young core, Amin Thompson, Tari Eason, and others, while staying under the luxury tax. That's a veteran move, a leader move, and it just made him the top earner in NBA history. But to understand how huge that is, you've got to look at who he just passed. LeBron James has been the face of basketball for over 20 years, and for just as long, he's been the league's top earner. At $581.3 million, LeBron held the crown for years thanks to massive contracts with Cleveland, Miami, and the Lakers. And remember, this is just NBA salary. LeBron's real net worth, once you factor in endorsements, investments, and business ventures like Spring Hill Entertainment, goes far beyond $1 billion. But still, in pure on-court money, Durant finally got him. It's symbolic in a way. LeBron built his empire through dominance and consistency. Durant's doing it through strategy and longevity. Different paths, same mountaintop. Right behind them is the man who changed basketball forever. At $532.7 million, Curry's 2 record-breaking contracts with Golden State, a $200 million deal in 2017 and another in 2021, redefined the NBA salary era. Before Curry, no one thought a player could make $500 million just from playing ball. Now, he's still got years left on his deal, and he could easily break the $600 million mark before retiring. And considering how much revenue his three-point revolution brought to the league, he's worth every penny. This one surprises a lot of people. Paul George, now in Philly, ranks 4th all-time with $520.2 million. Quietly, PG has been stacking major contracts for over a decade, from Indiana to OKC, then the Clippers, and now the 76ers. He's never been the biggest superstar, but he's one of the most consistent max contract players in the league. It's proof that longevity and health can build wealth just as much as fame. At number 5, we've got Joel Embiid, $516.9 million. The reigning MVP's mix of dominance, charisma, and loyalty to Philly has paid off. Literally. With multiple extensions under his belt, Embiid's career earnings are set to skyrocket even more in the next few years. And with the salary cap rising fast, he could easily move up this list soon. Now here's where the list gets really interesting. At number 6, Kyrie Irving, with $511.2 million. Despite all the off-court drama, Uncle Drew has cashed in from Cleveland, Boston, Brooklyn, and Dallas. Number 7, James Harden, $509.3 million. Love him or hate him, Harden's contracts, especially with Houston and Brooklyn, were massive. His consistency as a scorer made him a long-term investment teams couldn't resist. Number 8, Damian Lillard, $482.9 million. Loyalty pays. Dame spent over a decade in Portland signing max after max before heading to Milwaukee. Even without a ring, he's one of the richest guards ever. Number 9, Russell Westbrook, $469.5 million. For years, Russ was the triple-double king and one of the highest paid athletes in the world. Even as his role changed, his bank account never suffered. And finally, rounding out the top 10, Jason Tatum, $469.4 million. At just 27, Tatum has already broken into the all-time list, and with his Supermax kicking in, he'll easily climb higher. Now here's what's wild about all this. A decade ago, no one thought NBA players would be touching $600 million in salary alone. But with the new media rights deal, salary caps, and international growth, the numbers are skyrocketing. Players aren't just athletes anymore. They're global brands. And with every new TV deal, the cap goes up, meaning more room for Supermax contracts and historic extensions. Even role players are signing $100 million deals now. But at the top of the pyramid, guys like Durant, LeBron, and Curry are making money that looks more like soccer or Formula One territory. The NBA has officially entered its billionaire era. So why does KD's deal matter so much? Because it marks a shift in how players think about their legacy. Instead of chasing one more championship, KD's showing that stability and leadership can be just as powerful. He joined Houston not just to score, but to mentor, to help a young team rise. And by taking less than the max, he's proving he's thinking long-term, both for himself and the organization. Meanwhile, LeBron's still rewriting the rule book for longevity, Curry's still evolving his game at 36, and young stars like Tatum and Embiid are proving there's no ceiling anymore. It's not just about who wins titles, it's about who builds empires. Kevin Durant's climb to the top isn't just a money story. It's a symbol of how far the NBA has come, from modest contracts in the 90s to players now earning $500 million just from the game. And the craziest part? We're only getting started. By the time the next TV deal hits, we could see players signing $400 million single contracts. Think about that. One deal bigger than Jordan's entire career earnings. But for now, one thing's clear. LeBron James may still be the face of the league, but Kevin Durant just became the most paid player in NBA history. The king has been dethroned, and the Slim Reaper, he's counting every dollar on top of the world. So what do you think? Does KD deserve to be number one? And who's next to break the $600 million mark? Curry, Tatum, or maybe even Luka Doncic? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button if you learned something new, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the biggest stories in sports. Because in today's NBA, the game's not just about rings anymore. It's about building dynasties, one paycheck at a time.